Dear students, I am Ravindran, Student Counselor, SRM University. Now I am going to speak few words about a very important thing that concerns you. That is about examination fear. Fear usually comes to you when you do not know about something or you have to know about it and do not know what to do about that. So because of these things, the fear gets you. And if you fear about something, you are stuck up with it. So in examination, we usually fear about the results, not about the examinations. That is the problem. The examination has many kind of preparations. Number one is we need to study and remember it. Many students have the problem of forgetfulness. This forgetfulness have only one thing in common. I study throughout the night, but I cannot remember anything in the morning. I just mugged up things, but I cannot get it out in the examinations. So forgetfulness is to do with the memory. Memory has only one thing. That is, if you understand something, you will like that. If you like that, you will never forget it. So the problem is that you cannot forget. Your brain cannot forget anything. That is a physical thing, right? Brain has no capability to forget. It is a scientific fact. So if you say forget, it simply means that you did not understand it in the first place. Because you cannot understand it, you started hating it. Since you hate it, you will not remember it. So that is the cycle of memory and it leads to forgetfulness. So if you say I forget something, you have to rephrase it saying that I did not understand it. That is why I just didn't like it. Because I didn't like it, I cannot remember it. So the problem is that understanding. Try to understand this basic fact because it is a scientific fact. Number one. So when you want to understand something, you need to study it properly, very properly. Unless you do that, you cannot do. But during examination, you have many constraints like time management, right? While in time management, many people think that whatever the days you have for the examination, divided by the subject. For example, if you have, say about 10 days, 5 subjects, each subject you will allocate 2. That is absolutely wrong. So, for example, A, B, C, D, E is the subjects. For A subject, you allot 2 days. But that is a very easy subject for you, for which you don't need much prompting or time to study. You study for half a day and waste 1.5 days. B subject is a very tough days for subjects for which you need 2.5 days. But you do not have 2.5 days in your hand. So, to cut it short, task come first. What are the tasks, you should allot it according to it, allot your time according to it and get on with it. Say, in this thing, A subject need only half a day. So, you just use the 1.5 days for the B subject. In this way, you will be able to cover all the subjects without the problem of time constraint. So, it is a very, very shortest form of managing the time. It has very many connotations, but task come first. Task is subject. Time comes later. Just remember it, that's very, very important. Another thing, many people find it odd is formula, right? Formula is nothing but symbols, numbers and alphabets. So, if you look at any formula in this way, you will not be afraid of it. To start with, you have to translate or to know what a number denotes, what an alphabet means, right? What a symbol means. So, if you take any formula, it may be for 4 lines. But if you take any formula and disseparate, translate it by word, number by number, symbol by symbol, you know you will have at least one paragraph of the explanation of that formula. Then you know what is a formula. By this way, you can translate any formula into words and understand it, what it stands for. So it is very easy to understand formula. If you understand it, as I told you earlier, very easy to remember. That's very important. Same thing goes for all diagrams. Just draw it in a stencil paper based on that and then draw it on your own. Name it. Again draw it. It is very easy to remember when you draw something for 3 times. Right? Try to get this fact because it is a fact. And the last thing is that many of you don't read till the last moment. You need some help. Maybe friends, maybe faculty or anybody. But even to get help, you have got to be prepared. Let me tell you a very, very fine, very ordinary, at the same time highly effective method. It is called as signal method. You take your own 5 units or 6 units book and take 3 pencils, orange, red and green, and then just mark it. Go for the first unit. Read it as if you are reading it for the first time. For many of you, it may be the true one. Read it for the first time and just, if you can understand it, put green. If you understand it's very hazy, not so correct, just put it orange. And if you don't understand anything, put red. In this way, fill up all the pages of your notes or book and take it to your friend. Then you will understand, right, where you stand. Right? What is it you understand fully? What is it you can understand just half thing? What is it you are just muff? So he will be able to connect orange with green and then red with orange and finally to the green. In this way, you stand to benefit not only your own time, but also you will be saving his time, and he or she will be more than impressed and relieved that what they are going to teach. Right? So you will also be benefited. This is how we should, right, go for the examination without any fear. Don't just worry about it. Whatever you prepared for the 6 months is the one which you are going to write. So do not fear about it. Fear will make you stuck up and you cannot go on. So try to understand these methods and follow it. These may definitely help you. Thank you.